Hi everyone, making your own skincare products is not difficult. That way you can control what goes on your skin. Main requirements are fairly simple ingredients, many of which you can obtain at the local supermarket. And the main thing to keep in mind is hygiene, but similar to what you use for food preserving. Today I'm making a light moisturizing lotion from scratch. It calls for just 5 basic ingredients: your emulsifying wax, plain filtered water, or I prefer to use floral water. I'm using apricot kernel oil and grapeseed oil, but any light oils would be suitable. And because this product contains water, we need to use a preservative. I'm also going to add some glycerine and essential oil. The equipment that's needed is found in any basic kitchen. A set of digital scales, some ceramic or Pyrex heat-resistant bowls and jugs, inert pots, stainless steel or enamelled cast iron, various whisk spatula, spoons, and a stick blender makes things much easier. And you also require a thermometer. This is the recipe that I'm following. I've got water, 300 grams, emulsifying wax, 20 grams, apricot kernel oil, 45 grams, grapeseed oil, 45 grams. But if you prefer to use avocado oil, various other nut oils, that would be fine. Vegetable glycerine is optional, but I like to use that for its moisturizing benefits. Choose essential oils if you wish to use them. Vitamins, antioxidants. I will be using vitamin E today, but vitamin C and B5 are also recommended. And because we have water in our base mixture, preservative is recommended for all lotions. As in following any recipe, accurate measuring of ingredients is important. Our recipe called for 300 ml of water, 20 grams of emulsifying wax, gone over, 45 grams of apricot kernel oil. Next, our grapeseed oil. Yes, remember to tear your pot between components. And now that we've actually measured all our ingredients, we'll start making the lotion. First of all, we'll put the water components onto heat. We need to raise the temperature to 70-75 degrees. Use the lowest heat settings. And we'll also prepare our oil wax phase and put that onto heat. Again, we'll use the lowest possible setting and heat to 70-75 degrees, making sure all solid material is melted. Don't leave the oils unattended while they're heating. The beeswax pastilles take a few moments. I think the melting point of beeswax is something like 62-64 degrees. Check your temperatures. Temperature of this one is only about 55. And that one is similar. Not 70, but I think we'll wing it. I've poured my water phase into a Pyrex jug, and now I'm going to pour in the oil phase, but I need to stir as I do so. I use the spatula to get out the last traces of oil from the pot. As you can see, the mixture has become very milky. Now it's time to start with that stick blender. Pulse in short intermittent bursts. And continue for 2 to 5 minutes to make sure it's well emulsified. It should start to thicken after a couple of minutes. It's starting to thicken, but the temperature is still about 50, so it's too warm to add the preservative and the antioxidants and essential oil at this stage. So we can just leave it for a few minutes and make sure we come back and give it a stir every few minutes. It's important to have the containers you intend to use well sanitized. Glass can be washed in hot soapy water, rinsed, and then put in the oven at about 170 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes. Plastic, of course, you can't do that, but wash it in hot soapy water, rinse, and I tend to rinse it with a little vodka, or if you have the isopropyl alcohol, that's also good, and then drain and allow to air dry. Keep returning to give your mixture, your batter, a pulse, intermittent pulse. The temperature is now dropped to 40, so it's safe to add our additives. For fragrance oil, it's recommended to be no more than 3% of your total volume, and preservative 1%. But I would use half that amount. Yes, I'm using less because I'm making it for my daughter and she has sensitive skin. So now we need to blend it thoroughly and pot it up. If we delay pouring for too long, the risk is that it'll become too thick and make it difficult. And there you have it, your own moisturizing lotion made from scratch. It's still a little thin at the moment, but it will thicken up as it cools. And yes, you can add whatever ingredients suit your skin. So you don't have to, so you're able to use moisturizers without incurring that red itchy skin. Enjoy.